is the time of year for buyers to really dig in and start to look for a place. The reason for this is the time of year that people typically will take a pause. The serious buyers are always out there, and the serious buyers are the ones that you're going to compete with. Sometimes you'll compete with the same buyer over and over again. In the Silicon Valley is specifically what I'm talking about. You'll compete with the same buyer, and sometimes you'll see that same buyer at open houses, and you just kind of get to know each other. But now is the time for a buyer to dig in and to really be serious about the house. Silicon Valley, the competition is always stiff and the competition is always strong, and there, holidays, people do take off. They'll slow down, they'll relax a little bit. This is the time of year to recharge. This is time of year for a serious buyer to charge in. Let's take a look real quick. I recently came across this article, and this article is from Zillow. It is written by Nicole Pachot. She wrote an interesting article and names San Jose specifically, so I thought it would be a good idea to use a tool that I have and to dive into this. So Nicole, the headline of the article is, if you buy now, it can take 13.5 years to make a profit on your home sale. First of all, when you're purchasing the home, one thing to know is that I have said over and over again, if you're looking to invest in Silicon Valley, best investment you can make in Silicon Valley is homeowner. That's the best investment you can make in Silicon Valley. If you're looking to purchase multiplexes, if you're looking to purchase apartment buildings, that's another thought as well, and that's another way to make money. But if you're looking to flip, you have to be careful in Silicon Valley. If you're looking to buy and make a ton of money on a single home, you have to be careful unless you're planning to hold that home over multiple years. Let's look at this for a quick second. 13 and a half years to make profit on your home sale. She does specifically say that, so 3%, 5%, 10%, 20% down. 20% down over 11 years. So let's take a look at that. 10% down over 12 years. And she does specifically say that San Jose is 6 years, 11 months. So at 6 years, 11 months in San Jose, what I'm going to do is, this is MBS Highway. Let's go over to the current interest rate, because this is going to come into account also. If I Google current interest rate as of November 9th, 2023, the average 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate is 7.83%, down 19 basis points. And so it was actually up above 8% yesterday, really. So as of today, 7.83%. So let's go back over to the tool that I use, and I wanted to show you my good friend Barry Habib. Barry Habib in this business for a long time. He's been a mentor and a fantastic person that I've looked up to for a very long time in this business. So when we look at this calculator that Barry Habib has on his site, and it's MBS Highway, let's take a look, and we're going to do 95123, which is San Jose, and purchase price is going to be $1,300,000. So renting in this area, you can expect a rent for this house to be $53.41. I've mentioned this many times, but let's take a look. The annual rent increase is 3.43%. Now remember, when you rent, you're paying somebody else's mortgage. You're not paying your own. And remember, if I am not condoning to just buy a house just because it's the fun thing to do. It makes sense to buy a house when you can afford the house, of course. So this house, the purchase price is $1,300,000, and the effective tax rate is actually 1.25%, but we'll use it as the home repairs on an annual basis is $541. And let's assume that you may sell in the future, and let's assume 6%. So if we look at the loan, primary fixed, 30-year fixed, so we're going to go 20% down, $1,040,000. And 30-year fixed, conventional, and we're at 7.83%, 7.83%. Now this actually will hinder and not help the cause as far as the argument goes. But what I want to show you is, let's look at the home ownership. So she said that it is 13 years. So I'm sorry, San Jose, 6 years, 11 months is what she said. So if we look, so cash flow, this is why you have to be cautious. 20% down on the cash flow, you'll actually be negative. So cash flow is going to be negative. But let's look and see, what are the results if you purchase this home, and when do you actually see an upside? Again, for an upside, we're not talking about turning it tomorrow, but we're also not talking about 6 years, because if we consider everything that we just talked about, and if you were to go sell the house in 3 years, again, this is your primary residence. If you're going to go sell the house in 3 years, it's projected that you would actually make $29,000 on it. In 4 years, $69,000. In 5 years, $120,000. In 6 years, $208,000. And in 6 years, 11 months, she said 6 years, 11 months. We're actually very close to that. 7 years, closer at 7 years. $301,000. Be cautious of the information that you're taking and you're reading and you're learning about, because many times, even if there is somebody who's doing the investigation behind it, either not really interested so much in giving you what options and different information is out there. I'm trying very hard to not say that she's lying. I don't know what her intention is, but I do know that there are many people out there, and I'm watching on YouTube over and over again where it's just ridiculous. If you're planning at any point in time to own a home and you can buy a home right now, this is a great time. If you want me to run a scenario for you, please let me know. If you like videos like this, please like, subscribe. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon.